What is going on, everyone? First and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here right now, watching this video. I do really appreciate your time, and I would really appreciate if you do consider subscribing to the channel, simply because it truly does help me out a lot. Now, we're going to be reacting to Lil Durk arrested on murder for hire indictment, man. Now, this is crazy. A lot of people are saying it is, in fact, over for Lil Durk. This is the end of Lil Durk, you get what I mean? We got YNW Melly, we got Young Thug, now we got Lil Durk, man. Now, yeah, man, it's really not looking good. But overall, it looks like Lil Durk he actually did get his get back on Quando Rondo and whatnot for the whole Vaughn incident. And apparently he was telling people he'd give them money and music opportunities if someone, got Quando Rondo himself knocked off. But I guess that wasn't very successful. But overall, looks like he got one of Quando Rondo's close friends or whatnot, cousins, I'm not 100% sure, but knocked off. Overall, right, someone very, very close to Quando Rondo, Lil Durk, got them knocked off. That whole situation went really viral because Quando Rondo was crying. It was a whole crazy situation. Quando Rondo was crying. Quando Rondo, dropped his flag. He doesn't want to be a gang member anymore, etc., right? So, yeah, man, overall, a lot of people were making fun of Quando Rondo, but, yeah, overall, looks like Lil Durk is facing the consequences of what he did try to do. But at the end of the day, we all know fans in general were clowning Lil Durk for not sliding for Vaughn. But at the end of the day, man, it's crazy. But let's just dive into the video.
Lil Durk has been arrested by U.S. Marshals in Broward County, Florida. He's being charged with murder for hire and being held without bond. 5 OTF affiliates have been charged with the killing of Quando Rondo's cousin during a shootout in Los Angeles. So back in 2020, Kingvon got killed by a Quando Rondo associate named Lil Tim. It's literally all on camera. It's a big fight outside a club. This guy, Lil Tim, runs around a car and shoots Kingvon and kills him. Obviously, Kingvon and Durk are boys. They've been friends for years before this. Everyone started pressuring Durk to slide for Vaughn. He may have slid for Vaughn, but he paid some people to do it. This is not looking good for Durk, boys. I mean, when you have the feds coming after you, it's some serious shit. So I'm going to read this whole indictment of his other friends that got arrested as well. Shout out Poetic Flacco for this document. Go subscribe to his channel, boys. Let's go. So here's the indictment on the 5 OTF affiliates. Durk's indictment's going to be unsealed tomorrow as this video is up. So United States of America versus Kingvon London Grant, DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, Asa Houston. So it lists the 5 people that are arrested, and then it goes co-conspirators 1 through 5 were members of associates of an organization called Only the Family, or OTF. Honestly, it looks like there's going to be an OTF RICO at some point. Among other things, produced and sold hip-hop music from artists primarily from Chicago. Defense Keith Jones, aka Flocka, and David Brian Lindsay, aka Brown Eyes, were members of other gangs in Chicago. On November 6, 2020, high-ranking OTF member got into a physical altercation at a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. So this is about Kingvon being killed by a Quando Rondo associate. An associate of TB pulled out a gun and shot DB multiple times, killing him. After the murder, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that co-conspirator 1 would pay a bounty or monetary reward and or make payment to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. Clearly, co-conspirator 1 is Durk, and he was willing to pay someone to kill Quando Rondo. Everyone wanted Durk to slide. Almost 2 years after Kingvon died, conspirators learned that TB was staying at a hotel in Los Angeles. As alleged in counts 1 and 2, after learning of TB's location, defendants Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and co-conspirator 2 traveled from Chicago to LA for the purpose of murdering TB. These guys are savages. Why? This is so stupid. On that same day, August 2022, defendant Grant also traveled by private jet to LA. How is this guy affording a private jet? These guys are using OTF money or Durk money, clearly. I'm gonna be honest, the first fucking page is looking bad for Durk. As alleging counts 1 and 2, defendants and co-conspirator 2 used 2 vehicles to track, stalk, and attempt to kill TB by gunfire, including with a fully automatic firearm, resulting in death of SR. So, Quando Rondo's cousin died, and it's literally on camera of Quando Rondo's cousin being pulled out of a car and him screaming. It's all on HD camera. Conspired and agree with each other to knowingly use facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, namely airplanes, cars, cell phones, and the internet, with the intent the murder of TB be committed in violation of the laws of any state, namely the state of California, as consideration of the receipt of and consideration for a promise and agreement to pay anything of pecuniary value, namely money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF. Oh no. Do they have evidence of it being tied to OTF record label too? We'll give you $100K advance. We'll sign you. Go smoke this guy. So Durk would place bounties on individuals that he and other OTF members wanted to kill, including TB. TB is Quando Rondo. As part of the bounty, co-conspirators known and unknown, including defendant Wilson, would pay anyone who took part in the killing of TB and or reward individuals with lucrative music opportunities with OTF. Oh no. Dude, Durk is so cooked. If there's evidence of this, fuck. Why throw away such a successful music career and your life? Defendant Grant would procure cars, ski masks, and firearms that would be used by co-conspirators to find, track, and kill TB. 60% of you aren't subscribed. Come on, hit the subscribe bell. Using a credit card associated with OTF, co-conspirator 3 would purchase airplane tickets for co-conspirators to fly to California and murder TB. Oh no. So Durk could actually be co-conspirator 3. I'm not sure if Durk's co-conspirator 1 or 3 yet, but might be able to figure it out. Communicate via cell phone to coordinate logistics to find and track and kill him. Fire multiple shots at TB, killing SR, who was a passenger in the vehicle. All right, so here's overt acts, boys. Just like in the Thug one. Remember in the YSL trials, there's like 200 overt acts. So here we go. Following the killing of DB, on or about November 6, 2020, Durk, using coded language, told defendant Wilson and other co-conspirators and others that co-conspirator 1 would pay a bounty or reward to anyone who took part in the killing. So Durk is co-conspirator 1, right? Yeah. 1 or more co-conspirators, including number 4, learned that he was staying in California. So who gave up the location, bro? That's crazy work. Defendant Grant flew from Miami to LA on a private jet so that he could help coordinate the murder. These guys are so extra, doing all that. This is some savage shit right here, flying across the country to kill people. Co-conspirators, including 5 and 2, to travel to Southern California later that day. So just multiple people flying across the country for this. Defendant Wilson recruited defendants Jones and Lindsay to travel to California for the purpose of murdering TB and help facilitate such travel. Texting co-conspirator 3 biographical information about defendants Jones and Lindsay so that co-conspirator 3 could book flights to Southern California. Specifically, defendant Jones' whole information so he can get a goddamn plane ticket. Oh no. Lil Durk texted this. Don't book no flights under no names involved with me. Holy shit. Using a credit card ending in 2039. OTF credit card number 1. Co-conspirator 3 purchased airplane tickets for defendant Wilson's, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston, and 2 traveled from Chicago to Illinois to San Diego, California that same day. Co-conspirator 3 confirmed to defendant Wilson via text message that defendants Wilson, Jones, and Lindsay had the same airline ticket confirmation. So these are all overt acts. Defendant Wilson messaged a friend on Instagram, on my way to LA. Defendant Houston texted co-conspirator 3, one got clear in 15 minutes away from the airport. Defendant Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston and co-conspirator 2 flew from Chicago, Illinois to San Diego via the airplane tickets procured by co-conspirator 3 using OTF credit card. This is going to be a RICO charge at some point. Defendant Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston traveled to LA County in a car to meet with defendant Grant. Defendant Grant purchased 4 black ski masks from a sporting goods store in Los Angeles County using cash. Just brain dead behavior. Let me guess, he's on camera doing it too. Using a credit card ending in 1015, OTF credit card number 2, defendant Grant rented a hotel for the co-conspirators. In and around LA County, defendant Grant met with the co-conspirators, provided defendants Jones and Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 with firearms, including a firearm that had been modified to operate as a fully automatic machine gun to kill TB. So defendant Grant provided a BMW and an Infiniti. Why is it always an Infiniti? In the YSL trial too. Defendant Grant, Wilson, Jones, Houston, and Lindsay traveled in BMW Infiniti to a hotel in downtown LA where TB was staying. They tracked him to his hotel, man. Followed and tracked TB's black Escalade to a marijuana dispensary located on Flower Street. So they got pictures of these damn 2 white cars following the damn Escalade. Tracked the black Escalade to a gas station on Beverly Boulevard. Houston drove the Infiniti to an alley behind the Beverly gas station and parked the vehicle so that defendants Jones and Lindsay and co-conspirator 2 could attempt to murder TB. So Jones, Lindsay, and co-conspirator 2 are the murderers of Quando Rondo's cousin, allegedly. all these co-conspirator people that their identities aren't out yet are clearly going to get charged. They're probably already arrested. I don't even know. I mean, Durk's one of them. So we got pictures of them shooting the black Escalade on the left right here. So here's them with the guns. Got to blur all this shit though. Sorry, boys. Infinity, driven by Houston Defense Jones Lindsay, led the alley behind the Beverly gas station. After the conspirators shot and killed SR, Defense Grant, Wilson Jones Houston, and co-conspirator 2 traveled to a hamburger restaurant in LA County, where the co-conspirators discussed, among other things, payments to defendants Jones and Lindsay for the shooting earlier that day. These boys went to a damn hamburger place, started eating some cheeseburgers, discussing, yeah, we gonna pay him for killing him. Yeah, let's do it. F***ing idiots, man. Holy shit. So someone's snitching, right? How do they know all this? How do they know what they were discussing? Is co-conspirator 2 a snitch? Wait, yeah. How do they know what they were discussing? Co-conspirator 2 might be a snitch, boys. Co-conspirator 3 purchased airline tickets from San Diego, California to Chicago for defense Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. And all of them flew back to Chicago from San Diego. Defendant Wilson paid defendant Jones and Lindsay on behalf of the co-conspirator for their role in the murder. These boys are so cooked, it's not even funny if they have sufficient evidence and someone snitching. Durk might be going to jail for life. Not even trolling. This is not good for Durk. He just threw away his whole career and his life. And he just got the key to the city too. Like, what the f is going on here, boys? That's it for this video. Hit subscribe, join the membership. Love you guys. Peace out.
But yeah, that is the end. Let me know what y'all think, man. But this is absolutely crazy. There's a lot of things I did forget to mention as well, but he did mention one of the facts that Lil Durk did in fact just get the keys to the city of Chicago. So that's crazy work right there. I'm not gonna lie. But a lot of people are making fun of him for not sliding for Vaughn. And when that whole situation happened with Quando Rondo, things like that, Quando Rondo was crying. Quando Rondo dropped his flag because his homie died. You know, people got quiet. You know, nobody was saying slide for Vaughn anymore. Slide for Vaughn was not a trend anymore. You get what I mean? So at the end of the day, a lot of people are wondering why would Durk throw his career out the window just to slide for his homie Vaughn, right? But in reality, bro, Durk has been through a lot in his life. You get what I mean? Like, people make fun of him for his eyes, the way his eyes look. But at the end of the day, if you really do your research, Durk lost so many people in his lifetime due to the streets. You get what I mean? Like, Durk is a part of the streets. You get what I mean? And imagine going all through all these things in your life, right? Losing all these people, and people are calling you soft throughout the internet. People are making fun of you for not sliding for Vaughn, for not sliding for your homie. Especially when Durk did drills with Kingvon. You get what I mean? Durk and Vaughn were like ride or die homies, right? You know, they both been arrested together, etc. So it's just kind of like, why aren't you sliding for Vaughn? You get what I mean? So yeah, slide for Vaughn was a trend. People were making fun of him. He just had to do something. He felt like, I don't know, man. But at the end of the day, if a lot of people were in Durk's shoes, they definitely wouldn't do something like this. But I guess he was just under a lot of pressure. I'm not sure what it was, man. But at the end of the day, this is crazy. But yeah, another person added on the list, man. We got Young Thug. Don't know when he's gonna get out. He's facing a huge RICO trial or something like that right now. YNW Melly, been locked up for years. We got NBA Youngboy as well. But NBA Youngboy is gonna get out. Yeah, he's gonna get out, but still, you know what I mean? So it doesn't end well. You're beefing with Quando Rondo and NBA Youngboy, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, doesn't end well. You only end up dead or in jail. You get what I mean? And this is a situation that clearly happened. They're not dead, but they're both in jail. So yeah, man, let me know what y'all think. And without further ado, peace out.